Hi guys, I have another message for you guys. It's very quick. I got this message 2 days ago. So we all know that, in the book of David, Psalms, where David talks about, him seeing God as like a shepherd, and the shepherd, bears his life for the sheep. And we always talk about, when one sheep is missing, God will go and find that sheep. And once he finds that sheep, he brings all his sheep back together. Okay, let me tell you something. How many of you guys are following Christ now, or you're on your way to following Christ, or you feel like you're being called to follow Christ, and it's a situation where you may have felt a lot more lost before, and God found you and brought you back to him, brought you back. You basically came back to your first love, okay? Brought you back to him, or is bringing you to him. If you're trying to get to know him, he's bringing you to him so you can get to know him. And you're like, wow, I don't feel as lost anymore, or it's starting to make sense now. Everything's starting to make sense now. And, you're finally starting to feel the love of God. You're getting into prayer. You're getting into fasting. You're getting into just knowing God, right? So that is just saying that, like, if God can go out there and find his missing sheep and literally pause his journey, like, I'm gonna go find my missing sheep. I'll be right back. Let me go find my missing sheep, bring them back, and then we'll continue along. If God is gonna go out of his way to find his missing sheep and to bring his missing sheep back home, right? Because he's so concerned about his sheep's life, his sheep's soul, the safety of his sheep, etc. I want to just mention this. What makes you think that if God can do that, God will not, if God is blessing one of his sheep, he is not going to bless you? Do you see what I'm saying? The reason why I'm saying that is because I put a message on a community post the other day, and I said, is your heart in the right place? And with that message, I was basically saying, if you can hear someone talk about their blessings, and it doesn't have to be someone it could be a complete stranger. It could be, someone or a complete stranger. And let's just say you're at home, you're behind closed doors, nobody's there but you and God. Okay, and you're reading someone's, accomplishment online. You may have seen a video, you may have seen a testimony, you may have read something on Facebook or Instagram, and you see this post, and your life is not in the best shape right now. Your life is not in the best shape ever, and you're still waiting for your time. You're still waiting for your season. You're still waiting for your blessings. You're still waiting for the warfare to stop. Whatever you're going through to stop. But then you read about someone's breakthrough. Someone just got married, someone just got engaged, or someone just opened a business. I can pretend like I'm scrolling in a phone, and you read about it, and then organically, I'm saying organically as in it's a natural organic response that you have from the heart. You just start feeling warm, you just start feeling happy, you just start smiling for this person. And sometimes you may read stuff or see stuff and you just like want to cry for this person. You have no, it's like you can't help but be happy for this person. You can't help but be excited for this person. So you make comments and do an excited post, and you may comment, or you may comment, say something, something nice or whatever, but the intentions are pure. Okay, not a lot of people can say that they can do that. But if you can say that you can do that, your heart is in the right place, right? There's a lot of people that say my heart's in the right place, but when they see that, they don't feel any type of joy for the person. There's a sense of hate or jealousy or envy, but then they'll still comment and say I'm happy for you, even though in their heart that's not what they feel. You have to remember that God is behind closed doors with you. God can see what's happening with you. This is why I told you guys it's important to check yourself in moments when you go through that. You got to check yourself, like, God, why do I feel like this? I need deliverance from this. Because once you take responsibility for that and you check yourself, God can work on you. Do you see what I'm saying? So the point of me saying this is I just want to say to some of you guys who are feeling that, you may need to work on in this area. If God is going out of his way to find his missing sheep, and you are one of his missing sheep, and you are walking on the path with him, and you're trying to get to know him, or you're getting to know him, or you've already had your encounter with him, what makes you think that he is going to bless one of his sheep and he is not going to bless the other? See, like I told you guys before, all of his sheep, we have different personalities. Our seasons are not at the same time. We all have our season at a different time. So what makes you think God is going to bless one of his sheep and not bless you? Do you get what I'm saying? You have to understand your time will come. Your season will come. But on top of that as well, working on your heart and how you feel towards someone else, towards another one of his sheep, is something that you may have to end up doing doing in order for you to start seeing results. Sometimes your blessings won't come through envy and come through hate and come through jealousy. Sometimes it really comes through you just having faith in God, being happy for another one of his sheep. And then as soon as you're happy for another one of his sheep and you're showing an example of what it's like to be a sister or a brother in Christ, right, being one of his children, God will be like, you know what, your heart's in the right place. It's time for me to start rewarding you. It's time for me to start blessing you. And like I said, a part of getting to that level is taking accountability for your heart and your actions. And that's what I said God is also working on around this time when he's healing us. He's trying to push us to have good hearts, to have clean hearts. And sometimes it's like, as soon as we can have a clean heart and have a good heart, we're not perfect, but then like sometimes we can feel our hearts going into the wrong direction. That's when he'll come through, like, nope, time for fast, time for this, time for prayer, time for that. You know what I mean? It's up to us to really hear this calling when he says that. It's time for us to hear it and to actually take the initiative to do things, do something about it. Do you see what I'm saying? And to actually go into prayer and to actually be like, yo, I gotta fix this. You know what I mean? So I just want to remind you that God will bless all his sheep, but everyone's time is different. Okay. But also a part of that is your heart. Okay. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.